Hi everyone, today I'm going to talk about my hair care routine and how to take care of some of your electrical equipment, because this is a thing that really gets on my nerves, that a lot of girls do and don't even know about it. So I'm going to take all the equipment that I might be using today, like this. This is the Babyliss Styling Tool Pro. It's the curling tongue. It's the biggest one, 35mm I think, or whatever. It has the clamp and it has the wire, which as you can see is wavy because that's how it comes, wavy. Now a lot of you bend it either this way or whatever. It actually has a reinforced thing here, which is very good, because some of you like to bend it so it's back on itself, and then wrap it really tightly around here. This is what breaks your curling tools or any kind of tools. Tying it so tight so that when you come to unravel it, it's all in a tight roll and you can't get it out, and the wire gets twisted. That's how they break. That's how you break them. So what I do is kind of ravel it up just like this in a loose kind of way, so none of the wires getting stressed, just like that. And then I just literally, because I've got a box to put them in, put the thing over it, and it just hangs nice and neatly. And when you come out, it can, I'll show you the box that I've got. This is from TK Maxx. It was about £10 and it's a mess, but this is my box that I keep all my tools in, and it just kind of goes in my room. I've even got the label still on it. How bad's that? So, and these are my GHDs. You'll know how well I take care of these, mainly because they haven't broken and they are the oldest GHDs I think that I've got. I haven't got any more. These are my GHDs, and they look like this. Probably got makeup over them, but the ceramic plates are still intact, if you can see that. The wire isn't twisted, it isn't bent. I've taken care of it. So I do the same thing. I just ravel it up just like this, holding the wires nice and neatly like this. This is how I do it, back and forth, and then just put it together with it. I hate it when people do that, especially with hairdryers as well. That's also how they break. Please don't force your wires or anything, because it'll break. Okay, that's my rant over. Right, so I've just got out of the shower. As you can see, I've got no makeup on. My hair recently, because it's growing longer, it is taking hours to dry. It's so annoying, so I have to dry it properly. And I used to be able to just kind of half dry it and then it would dry over the day. It doesn't now, it stays wet. So I've bought one of these tangle teasers, mainly because my boyfriend hates it when any of my hairs get anywhere near him, on his jeans, on his top, or anything on the bed, on anything. He's like, oh, one of your hairs. And so does my sister, actually. She hates that too. So bought one of these. I carry it in my bag everywhere, just so I can brush my hair before I go into the shower, after I go into the shower, just to get rid of all the loose hairs. I molt I molt all the time. I'm surprised I've got any hair left. This tangle teaser is quite good. My hair is quite thick, which I probably told you all if you regularly watch my videos. So you're meant to start brushing to get knots out from the bottom, which is here, and then working your way up again. This tangle teaser is not meant to hurt your hair. It's not meant to damage your hair in any way. So it's just meant to be quite nice and protective. So I'm just brushing it through. I haven't put any product on it yet. What I use to shampoo my hair is the TG shampoo and conditioner. It is for brunettes. I should have brought it down really, but it's in a white tube with colourful writing on it. And brunettes and redheads I think it's for. It smells like fudge. Oh, it smells gorgeous. However, I've seen some Redken stuff today that I know Miss Glamoratiously, she loves their products, so I think I might start to try some. Maybe some of their styling products first because I'm still really loving the TG shampoo and conditioners. Right, so I brushed my hair through with this. You can see how many strands of my hair. You might not be able to see that, but there are loads. Right, now I'm going to brush it again with this brush, because this brush doesn't go right down to like my scalp. So I'm just going to, you see, because I backcombed some of it, it's not come out, so that was my last video. I backcombed it, so I just need to brush that out. Also, if you've been a night out and you feel that like your hair's still okay, it's just got a bit of hairspray, and just brush it out. Hairspray can just be brushed out, just with a normal brush. However, it depends on what kind of hairspray you're using, how thick it is. Right, I'm going to spend hours doing this. So basically, I'm going to brush it all out, and then I'm going to blast dry it, just so all the excess water is off. Because when I squeeze all these bits, a lot of water still comes off my hair, because it must be quite porous. It's quite thick hair, it holds a lot. I've coloured it again and again and again, well, with semi-permanent, but I've just, yeah, it's got colour in it. So I need to blow dry it, just to make sure that all the excess is out of my hair. And then I'll be back. Also, before I forget, I'm going to use this heat defence, which is the S Factor Flat Iron Shine Spray. So you can use this before any kind of heat. And sometimes people don't realise that hair dryers, they produce heat. So you obviously have to put your heat defence on before you before you blow dry your hair. Not just for straightening, it's for everything. Anything that adds heat to your hair will damage it, so you need to use heat protectant, especially people with bleached hair. You need something to protect your hair, especially if it's really dry and brittle. Right, so I'm just gonna spray that everywhere, then I'm gonna brush it through. My hair is cut with long layers, so it takes it out to here and then cuts it across. I was actually having just layers that just come upright and then sit down there, but I quite like long layers. They sit nicely on my hair, and I quite like having it feathered just around my face, because I've got a round face. Anything that shapes it is good. So I'm just going to brush that through like that, and then start with blasting it off. Also, the hairdryer I'm using is this ear tie hairdryer. Professional use only, it says, turbo dryer. This is what it looks like in the buttons. It's very good. Okay, so it's taken me a good 10 minutes to blast it dry, so it is still wet at the ends. Oh, I've got I've just done that about 8 times before. I was like, I won't start it until I finish sneezing. Lovely. Right. Try and start this without sneezing. Right, I'm just going to section it off. I would show you a curly blow dry, but I need really a model here so I can show you how to do it, as it's kind of, I could probably do it on myself, but it's just a bit difficult doing the back bits. I really love doing curly blow dries because it's just, the shape holds, you get a lot of volume with it. I just love curly blow dries. Like, it's almost like the Chelsea blow dry, you know, and it would be great on really short hair, or just up to your shoulder, and you have all these curls flicked back, and you've got a lot of movement, a lot of body. I love it. So, it would help if I had the right brush here, which I don't because they're all in my car. So, I'm just going to have to use this one, which is a huge brush. This one, which you've seen in previous videos, the iTech brush, and it keeps its heat very well. Although I kind of wish I had a smaller brush here to hand. probably like a medium-sized radial brush or a barrel brush, whatever you prefer to call it. So I've sectioned these two off, and I'm just going to blow dry it however I want, just so the ends are dry, and maybe a bit of volume as well. So, get started. Also, I should probably tell you, I should be using the end piece on this, but I've lost it, unfortunately. I think it's probably in that box, but it's quite far down, so not very inclined to use it. So, onto the side. In fact, I don't know why I'm showing you this, because I'm not even blow drying it into a particular shape. All I'm doing is just smoothing it down, smoothing it over, styling it basically with a lot of volume at the root, and then bringing it down and round. Hold on, get that into focus. Down and round here, just so you can see this bottom bit of the feathering, the layers, basically, so it sits nice, and I'm sure you can do the rest. So I'm just going to dry it properly now. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you, or show you how to do the loose waves in a different way, so they hold, because I'm kind of going on a date with my boyfriend. Probably end up staying in and watching a film or something. So I am going to use Babyliss Pro, this one, and I'm working my way up the hair, still blow drying it because my hair is still damp, so the heat is still in it. So I've just separated these two end pieces. Just going to have to do it in 4, and I have it on the highest heat setting, which, yeah, it's hot enough. So what I'm going to do is just clamp that just at the very end, roll it up. This does create a really loose, natural wave. I love it. I wish my hair was wavy. Everyone out there will probably curse me with wavy hair, saying that you wish it was straight, but it's just poker straight. There's nothing you can do with it. Just dry as straight, flat down to your head, no shape at all. I want something with a bit of movement. So I'll hold that for a couple of seconds, and then, as you can see, there is a nice curl. So what I'm going to do with it now, after it's cooled down slightly, just because I want to keep that curl as it is, I want to savour it. I'm going to use these clips, which look like this. They're flat clips. I think you can get them anywhere from Boots, Superdrug, Body Care, and all I've done is put the curl back together again so it keeps the heat, and I've attached one of these clips. It doesn't matter if any of these wispy bits go down, as long as they're, you know, within reason. Then I'm just going to keep on working my way around here, just doing that. As it doesn't, curls don't tend to fall out as much if they've been kept like this, because they've got the heat, they have enough time to settle and to cool down in that shape. Because the hair has cuticles which are open once you apply heat to them. The cuticles are open. Once they cool down, they close, and that's how they fit to that shape. It's a similar way in a perm, it forces the cuticles open and then they fix to a different shape once you've put on the neutralizer and things like that. But that's getting too complicated now. So basically this is a good way of letting it cool and letting it hold without using rollers or without using anything else. So say if you're going out, you just want to curl your hair, just use this technique and your curls should stay in a bit longer. These curls are actually piping hot. No wonder I've been on this. Try and get them as high up as you can, high up as possible. In fact, somebody did this on my hair, a bit like this, but using like clips, like section clips. Before I even did hairdressing, he was a really good hairdresser. It was in Regis in Manchester I used to get it done, and I've forgotten his name now, Josh I think his name was. He doesn't work there anymore, but he was really good. Like, he was really good at teaching you things, teaching you different ways and how to do things, because I said I wanted to look like Cheryl Cole. And he said, right, well, to get these loose waves, this is what you do. Apart from, he did me a curly blow dry, but after he blew dry every single section, he used to roll them up like this, and so they'd cool down. And so that's what I did for a couple of weeks. When I had a spare minute, I'd do this. Because, I mean, if you're curling your whole hair anyway, it doesn't matter if you just, like, it's only going to take an extra 30 seconds just to roll them up and put them in a pin. And then you just take them all out when you want to go out. So I think it's a good technique. As long as you don't burn yourself. And then, like I did. I burnt myself on my neck and it hurt. I'll see if I can show you the box. Curl clips. They're called. That's what they look like in the box. Hopefully that one's cooled down a bit now. It's hard to do actually in a mirror because everything's a bit backwards. So you don't know which way to curl. Also, it really doesn't matter if you've got, like, if bits fall out or anything. It's only just a rough thing, because you wouldn't be doing it anyway. It's just so you can keep it in. Hold. Obviously, this isn't even like half midway section of my hair. This is how thick my hair is. It's going to take ages. Hours. It's taken about 15 minutes so far just to get to this stage. So, you can also use these pins, just like curvy grips. If you don't have anything else, you can try and use those. Just I like the flat pins better because they have a bit of better hold. Or you can use section clips because that's what he used in my hair, but I decided to use these pin ones for today. So I left my section clips in the car. So I'll get back to you when I've done all my head. Okay, so now I've got everything all up in curls. Some of them I didn't do this one. Oh wait, no, I didn't do this one because I couldn't be bothered to. It's only a little one. Mirror here. Right, and I've just sprayed it using Silhouette Pure Formula Invisible Hold Schwarzkopf. This huge thing. Just giving it another spritz. Oh, it stinks. Right. As you can see, they're all messy. So I'm just going to take them out rather quickly, seeing as I'm probably meant to be somewhere right now. Ouch. Some of them are falling out, but that doesn't really matter. And then just take all of them out. I've also done my makeup as I look a bit different, a bit more alive perhaps. Ouch. Some of these hurt because they're clinging on all my little stray bits of hair. It is kind of a bit fiddly taking them out, but you put them in neater. Probably should have put them in a bit neater, and you wouldn't have this mess like I'm having now. And this big one is at the top to create a little bit of volume. There you have it, beautiful waves. Now you can brush these out if you want, tip your head upside down, do like you do on my other videos, which is like the Kim Kardashian luxurious curls, whatever I've put. But hopefully all these should hold, even if you brush them out. I think I'm just going to leave them as they are, just because they've got a bit of body, a bit of volume, and they look quite nice. So I'll just give it another spritz. Just to make sure that body is kept. And then to finish off, I'm going to use Espectre TG again, all the way around, just creating a teeny tiny bit of shine on my locks. And there you have it. Loose waves, just simple, for a night out if you want, or whatever. So I hope you enjoyed that tutorial, and it's not too long. I hate things that are too long, and all my videos go on for way too long. I'm going to have to sort that out. So I hope you like that. If you have any more requests, please let me know. Okay, bye.